Let's hop into another book. It's story time. The Adventures of Poldy. Learn about shapes. A wise old friend of mine is asking for our help, said Crow. He has some riddles to solve. Why can't he solve them himself if he's so wise? Snapped Seagull. Asking for help from your friends is a wise thing to do, replied Crow. My friend Panda wants us to help solve the riddles of the hidden shapes. Wagtail liked the idea of solving riddles that had to do with hidden shapes. This country was full of shapes. It looked interesting to explore. Panda explained his problem. I must solve 4 riddles, he said. The first riddle is the riddle of the hidden square. Can you find a square that floats somewhere on the riverboats? As they hurried to the river, Poldy and the bird saw a lot of squares. They saw a sign in front of a shop. They saw a lantern hanging from a tree. Square. Square. Then, floating on the river, they saw a sampan with a big white sail. They had solved the first riddle. The square shape was a sail. Square. Square. Panda was very pleased. You seem good at this, he said. I wonder if you could help me again. Listen to the riddle of the hidden circle. See the circle where it's spread, lying on a water bed. Everyone started to search. They saw a lot of circles. They saw wheels on a bicycle. They saw a parasol that kept the sun off a little girl. Circle. Circle. Then they saw a lily pond, and there, in the middle of the pond, floated a large lily pad. They had solved the second riddle. The circle was a lily pad. Circle. Circle. The third riddle, said Panda, is much more difficult. Listen to this. It is the riddle of the hidden triangle. High above where music jangles, you will find a huge triangle. Poldy and the bird set off. They saw a lot of triangles. They saw a hat on top of a farmer's head, but they heard no music. They saw a kite flying in the sky, but it was silent. Triangle. Triangle. Then, high above, they heard bells ringing in the wind. The bells jangled from a temple roof. They had solved the third riddle. The temple roof was shaped just like a triangle. 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 Excellent, beamed Panda. Could I trouble you to help me one last time? There is the riddle of the hidden rectangle. This rectangle you will find if through China you now wind. Through China wind, gasped Crow. I'm afraid we may be gone for some time, Panda. Take all the time you need, said Panda wisely. Solving riddles is not always easy. As Poldy and the birds flew across the sky, they saw a lot of rectangles. They saw banners fluttering in the breeze. They flew over a pattern of green rectangles. These rectangles were fields of rice. Rectangle. Rectangle. Then they saw a huge wall winding over the mountains and valleys. The Great Wall of China, said Crow. Look, each brick is shaped like a rectangle. They had solved the final riddle. Rectangle, rectangle. Thank you for helping me solve the riddles of the hidden shapes, said Panda. A wise panda is nothing without his friends. A square is like a box. It has 4 sides, and each side is the same size. Square. A triangle has 3 straight sides and 3 corners. Triangle. A rectangle has 4 straight sides and 4 equal corners. 2 sides are long and 2 sides are short. Rectangle. A circle is round like a ball. Circle. And that's the end. Until we read again.